Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mary and welcome to another Craft Day Wednesday, where every Wednesday I post a new video. In today's video, I want to be doing a cute little honey stand. I went to Dollar Tree and I picked up a few items that I thought would be cute to make this little stand with. So the first thing we have here is these little bottles like this. I got a couple different sizes, so they come in a size like this. And then you can get them in a size like this. And then you can get them in a size like this. And I have a few different sizes, so you're going to be needing 3 size different jars if you decide to go with that route. Also, I picked up this little crate from Dollar Tree. This is what it looks like. And I got these little these bags of wooden dowels. So this is another thing that you're going to need. So far what you're going to need is you're going to need your little jars. You're going to need your little crate. You're going to need 2 wooden dowels. You're going to need a honey colored glue stick, and I got this from Amazon. My husband actually ordered it for me, and I don't really know exactly where he went to find it, but he got it from Amazon for me. And also they have these little chalk tags that you can get at Dollar Tree. I went ahead and put 25 cents on mine because this is going to go on my little stand. Also, I have this little honey drizzle is what I call it. And I got this from a friend, and we're going to be using this in the video. And you're going to need regular glue sticks and a glue gun. And or you can use wood glue, depending on how you want to glue your everything together. So I'm going to go ahead and before I turn my camera down, you're also going to need some twine, and that's optional. Now, let's go ahead and turn the camera down so we can jump right into the video. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put our little base together. Pull that off. And the last thing I forgot to mention is you're also going to need some jumbo popsicle sticks or craft sticks, whichever you call them. We're going to need them. So we're going to go ahead and take our hot glue or wood glue, depending on what you're using. And we're just going to go ahead and place our sticks where we want them to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of wood hot glue on the bottom. And I'm going to stick that right there. And I'm going to grab my other one. And I'll most likely be doing another one of these where I'll be using wood glue because it's just going to be more sturdier. And now I'm going to move this out the way. And I'm going to grab my jumbo sticks. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut the ends off. And I'm using a regular pair of scissors just to cut. And I'm just going to bring this back and see if this is about how I want it. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut a little more off. Then you want to go ahead and glue that down in place. And I'm just going to use this one as a guide to cut the rest of them. And I got, excuse my fingers, I have paint on them from me painting something earlier. Now we're going to grab our other one. And we're going to go ahead and cut this one. So now we have all of them cut. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our hot glue, and we're just going to glue them on the ends like this. So you're going to take your hot glue, and you're just going to run a line of hot glue or wood glue, whichever you prefer. I would normally be using wood glue, but for the purpose of the video, I am going to go ahead and just use this hot glue because it dries faster than wood glue for the video. And then you're going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. So we're going to put some hot glue down the middle, just like this, right down the line of it. And then you're just going to go ahead and attach it just like this. So this is what you should have so far. And then you're going to go ahead and glue it down on top just like this. And I'm going to go ahead and set this one out of the way because I got one already done. So now we're going to bring this one because I already have this one done, glued, and ready to go. And I went ahead and spray painted this white. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our little wooden chalkboard sign that we have here, and I took and wrote 20 honey for 25 cents on here with white paint. And now I'm going to take a piece of my twine and we're just going to cut it. I'm going to grab my hot glue and I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue right down here. And we're just going to go ahead and stick this just like this. And I want to make a little bow. And I may not have this big enough, but if not, I can always cut off another piece. So we're just going to go ahead and cut off some. Set this to the side. And we're just going to make a little bow just like this. So what I'm doing is just turn this down. So what I'm doing is just taking it and folding it over so you get a loop like this. And I'm not the best at making bows, but it works. So I'm just going to put a little bit of drop of hot glue right there just to hold it. Just like that. And then I'm just going to bring this up just like this. And I'm just going to put another drop of hot glue right here. And we're just going to fold this up and over like that. And make ourselves a cute little bow. And I'm just going to hold that. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take my scissors. And we're just going to cut these little two pieces off. Just like this. Move those. So this is what we have so far. And I'm just going to cut a little more off because I want my tag to be seen. I may redo this little bow all together. I don't know yet. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the ends all together. There we go. So now I'm left with this. And I'm gonna just put a dot of glue right here. And we're just going to go ahead and I'm just going to stick this right here. Turn it so I can see it. So we have our little bow with our 25 cent honey. And now let's set that to the side. So what I'm going to do now is grab my little jars that I have here. Let me find my other little. So now that we have our little jars of honey, what I'm going to do is go ahead and take these little jars and take my glue gun that I have in here. I have a honey colored glue stick in, and what I'm going to do is just go ahead and fill my jars. So let's do the big one first. So I'm going to go ahead and just hold this in, and I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze and just going to fill this up with honey. Well, with our honey colored glue stick. And this one may take a little bit of time to do because it is a lot bigger than the rest. There we go. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill this up with glue. So we have this one filled up with honey. And now let's just go ahead and do our other ones. And these little glasses in this little glue stick, they're going to be super hot, so be real careful when doing this part. So now we're going to go ahead and fill our last one up. And all I'm doing is squeezing my glue in, and I'm turning as I go. And you don't want to rush this part, because if you do, you'll end up with a mess just like I'm making. So let's try this again. I am just going to go ahead and stick this down off in here. Going to wipe this off. And we're going to try this again. So now that we have all our little jars of honey filled up, I'm going to go ahead, and this is optional, but I got these little wooden letters at Hobby Lobby, and I went ahead and, let me see, and I painted some of them black. That way I could put honey across the bottom of this. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and turn this down, and I'm just going to place these to see how I want it to look. There we go. So it's going to look like that, and I'm just going to go ahead and glue them in place. And I'm just going to be using hot glue. And this is just something fun to set around if you decorate, like for in your kitchen or something of that nature. Mine would probably go in my kitchen. And now we have, this is how it's going to look. So this is what we have so far. Trying to adjust my camera. So this is what we... So here it is. It's a little tall for my camera right now, but yeah. So now I'm going to go ahead and place my honey. I'm going to turn it around to see about where I want everything to be. And I think I'm gonna do it like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my hot glue. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of hot glue down on the bottom just to keep it secured. And I may change this because I totally forgot about my little drizzle, honey drizzle. So I may just do this like that and put this maybe down like this. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue to put the little hot glue on the bottom to secure everything in place. Now I'm going to go back to my hot glue and I'm going to go using my honey colored glue stick. I am just going to go ahead and rub some honey down through here like this. And I'm just going to put a little bit right here. And I'm going to very carefully set this down like this. So it looks like that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and drizzle some honey down the side. So I'm just going to go ahead and drizzle some honey like that. And this is what it looks like so far. I have these little flower buttons. These are optional. I don't know if I'm going to use them or not. I'm just going to play around with them and see if I want to use them or not. And I don't think I'm going to use them. But yeah, so we are done. And here it is. I'm going to turn my camera up so y'all can see me and show this full. I'll slide back. So yeah, here it is. This is what it looks like. So yeah, if you like this video, please give me a like and a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to become part of my YouTube family. And with that being said, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch one of my videos. It really means a lot. And yeah, with that being said, I hope y'all all have a nice day. Bye.